Hey, what's up everybody? Francisco with The Dev Life. A while back I invited several developers from the Dev Life community to share their journey as a developer, and now it's my turn to do that. Okay, the first question, when and how did you start your journey as a developer? I got my first computer in 1999, right before I graduated from high school. And up to that point, I wanted to be an architect. I did not want to be a computer programmer, and the reason why I ended up getting a computer was because some of the classes that I was taking for drafting and so forth required a computer, so I went ahead and bought one. Once I got to college, to community college, one of the first requirements was for me to take a computer science class. So it was, I think, Introduction to Computer Literacy or something like that. It was mostly about the history of the computer, like when it was invented and you know what it did at that time. And I was sold. So I finished that class. I took Intro to Computer Programming the following semester, and then from then on, I did not want to be an architect anymore from that point forward. It's been a while, but it's been a wild ride. It's been fun. The second question is, what technologies do you usually work with on your projects? I mostly work with .NET for the backend and SQL Server for the database. And I work with React on the front end when I have a choice. So this is for my personal projects. That's usually the stack that I like to use. The next question is, what is the project or application you have worked on you are the most proud of? I guess I have to say that would be a project that I worked on from 2015 to 2017. I was lucky enough to be part of a startup. I was a co-founder, and we created a time tracking application called Cloud Time Cards. I think that's still alive. cloudtimecards.com if you guys want to check it out. But the reason why I like that application so much, or that project, is that I learned a lot about the Lean Startup methodology, which is something that you don't think about. And not just the Lean Startup, but just in creating a project in general. A lot of the times you think that creating the project is the number one thing, but if you are creating the project for someone, then you forget about the piece to where you have to make sure that the audience that you are targeting and that the product that you are building meets the needs of your audience. So that's probably the biggest thing and the reason why I think that project is my most favorite. Next question is, what is your current full-time job? I currently work as a lead software developer, full stack. I do work on the back end and front end. Mostly back end lately, but yeah, that's pretty much my full-time job. I work as a developer. The next and last question is, what advice would you give yourself if you were starting your journey as a developer again? The advice I would give myself if I was starting over again is start building projects as soon as you can. I think one of the things I did is that I waited until I felt ready. I kept learning and learning things. And even though I had a skill set full enough for me to start building projects, I still didn't feel like I was ready to start building things. And I kept learning and learning more things. I think that if I would have started taking on projects earlier on, I think my journey would be a lot shorter than what it was. I was only taking jobs that I felt comfortable with. So I felt like, okay, well, this person wants me to do this. If I think I have the skills to do that, then I would take it on, as opposed to taking on something that was going to challenge me. I realized that I wasn't learning as quickly as I could because I was staying within my comfort zone. And I realized that one day when I was in a tight position financially, it was a matter of you do this job or you don't pay your rent or bills and things like that. And I didn't have a choice. I had to take the project on and be willing to learn as I started the project, as I went on developing the project. So again, my advice would be start building projects as soon as you can. If you found the answers in this video useful, please subscribe so you get notified when we post new videos. If you're a developer and you want to share your journey as a developer, which I highly encourage you to do so you can answer questions that other new developers might have, I will also leave directions in the description so you can share your journey with us. Thank you, and catch you in the next one.